Have you ever felt like you wanted to rebrand yourself, reinvent yourself, or honestly, you just went through a lot of traumatic shit? That's the stage that I'm at currently. I do have my computer here because I will be looking down at my notes for a point of reference. So let's hop straight into this video. So for those of you who do not know, my name is Danielle. I'm a criminal defense paralegal here in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm 37 years of age. All right, now that you know who I am, we're going to move on to point number 2, which is what this new era means for me. Now, as I said, I have gone through a few traumatic events in these past 2 to 2.5 years, and I am tired. Internally, I held on to a lot of grief, a lot of sadness, a lot of depression, a lot of anger, a lot of confusion, and just an array of emotions that I no longer want to identify with or hold on to. So my reinvention era basically is going to encompass rebirth, soft life, reinvention, forgiveness of self and others, and most of all, healing. Not just in one way or another, but holistically. So that means spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, and all of the things. With that being said, I do plan on going on this journey and bringing you all along with me so that you can see that growth and rebirth and healing is not a linear process. It isn't something that happens always in an upward trajectory. There's going to be ups, downs, roundabouts, unexpected turns, and all of those things. But I do want to be transparent in the event that anyone else is experiencing or going through the same thing, that you'll know that these things are possible, but it's okay for your journey not to look like someone else's. All right, point 3 is what you all can expect from this channel, which is, so I do have 6 pillars that I want to share with you all that I will be touching on this channel. The first one is law, legal education, and all things paralegal, because as I stated, I am a criminal defense paralegal, and I will soon be an attorney reclaiming that. The second pillar is lifestyle, reinvention, and soft life. Okay? This would include my becoming her at 37 era, my soft habits, daily habits, routines, solo dates, reinvention after heartbreak, self-care, femininity, elegance, and just soft and slow living overall. My third pillar is beauty, elevated aesthetics or styles, and fashion. Thrifted finds, because I love to thrift, okay? Solo date outfit ideas, perfume, skincare, hair, because I am on a lock journey, so I do have starter locks under this wig, and just overall elevated feminine style. My fourth pillar is motherhood, family, and community uplift. Under this pillar, you can expect to see engagements with my children and I also have a nonprofit. I'm in the process of building out my nonprofit, the Baltimore Uplift program, so you can see behind the scenes for that, how I engage with the community and the community at large, specifically the youth, and formally impact the individuals, and just a lot of things family related, so family dates and things of that nature. My fifth pillar is entrepreneurship, business, and money. We all love that money, honey, okay? And under this pillar, you can expect to see how I plan to rebrand and essentially build out my 3 businesses. I am in the process of rebranding and rebuilding those 3 businesses out simultaneously. So that in and of itself is a journey. You can also expect to see the goals that I have set for myself, which is to hit an additional 10 to 15K monthly, either through social media and or my businesses, which I think is very doable. I also have a few goals that I want to accomplish for myself, as in a few large purchases I would like to make for myself for my birthday, which is in May. And so I do want to bring you all along on that journey. And also budgeting and money management and things of that nature will all be under this pillar. All right, my last and final pillar, which is pillar number 6, is health, spirituality, and healing. This should have been number 1, although they're in no particular order. As I stated, I do have 6 pillars that I'm going to focus on this channel, and just overall as my rebrand and the things that I'm currently doing in my life. And these 6 pillars align perfectly with what it is and where I am currently in life. So like I said, pillar number 6, which is last but most certainly not least, is my spirituality, health, and healing. Under this pillar, you can expect to see me fasting, because I just recently started fasting again. I do that monthly, and obviously things will change if I feel like I should do it weekly or whatever the case may be. Overcoming health anxiety, because I don't know what has happened, but ever since my dad had a stroke and ultimately passed away from his stroke, I've had insane health anxiety. So I'm currently on a road to recovery from health anxiety, which I still struggle with at this very moment. Holistic healing, so the incorporation of herbs and Chinese medicine, which is something that I'm really, really interested in. Obviously, I'll bring you all along with me as I take classes and courses and learn and expand my knowledge of these things. I would like for you all to see the journey, essentially, in me doing these things, in hopes that it may inspire you to do these things for yourself as well. Obviously, you'll see workouts, yoga, Tai Chi, my detox journeys, my clear communication with God, okay? The relationship that I am rebuilding with the Lord, and His importance and role in my life. And essentially just reconnecting to peace and to my purpose. And so if any of these 6 pillars and or the things that fall under the 6 pillars sound like something that you may be interested in, or you may be invested in watching any of these series that I will soon create on this page, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. And please come back and see your girl. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.